All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHIM, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And, I might just title this lesson after Galatians 6 and 7, which is basically whatsoever a man reap is what he shall sow. I didn't quote it directly, but, this is going to be the gist of this lesson. And, what happens is people don't understand that they're all being watched, and they're all going to face a time where they're going to reach judgment. And whatever you do here on this earth is going to be reflective upon your judgment. And, like it says in Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter, it says, because sentence against evil work is not executed speedily, the hearts of the sons of men are fully set in them to do evil. Because you think what you do is not being watched and observed. What you don't understand is the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, revealing all the ways of men. Okay, so all the things you have done in the dark and the things you have put away, all right, the things you have sown, right, things you have planted, all right, you're going to have to face them. Okay, because that's what that saying means. All right, eventually, you will have to face up to the consequences of your actions. And you can call it karma, call it what goes around comes around. All right, but the Most High is the judge. All right, YAHAWASHI is the judge. Okay, and He is going to reward you according to your ways. All right, so in saying that, let's get this lesson started. I'm going to start in Sirach chapter 5, start at verse 2. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thine heart. Okay, and it's beautiful because I just quoted Sirach the 8th chapter. I'm not sure which verse, but about putting your heart, setting your heart fully in, having your heart set in them to do evil. All right, fully set in them to do evil. All right, because not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is evil. That makes you wicked. All right, and breaking, one of these laws, statutes, commandments, it's like breaking them all. All right, that's why we need mercy. Okay, and it's going to get into it, taking advantage of the Most High's mercy, taking His kindness for weakness. All right, thinking you're going to pull a fast one on the Most High. All right, in the last minute, you got a great speech prepared for Him to forgive you. All right, and He's just going to say, damn, and then just forget all the things. Well, I mean, there's a point, you beg and pray, all right, but there's a process of doing it, okay? You have to repent, you have to feel sorry, all right? There's guilt, okay? Because we all been, in the world at one point, and we still go off, okay? And it's not because, anything else, but we're sinning against the Most High, all right? But, not setting set your mind upon your own strength, like meaning, leaning upon your own understanding. All right, because you can think how you think in your own mind. All right, but the ways of YAHAWASHI above your ways. Okay, so what do you think the outcome is going to be if it doesn't pertain to the will of the Most High? The will of the Most High is always going to stand. All right, because you're just a man. All right, and a lot of people are getting ready to figure out they're just dust and ashes, okay? Because that's what they're going to be with these nuclear missiles. All right, but continuing, this is Sirach chapter 5 verse 3, and say not, who shall control me from my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. Okay, because that's why the Most High is so angry at this place, because it's walked in great pride. Okay. The city shall be troubled because, they have walked in great pride. Saying, who controls me? All right, who sees me? Who shall recompense me? Who shall put hands and do harm to me? Okay, because you walked your whole life in prosperity, you call it luck, all right? But the Most High is just building your tab up. All right, and that's why He says, him that sitteth in heaven shall laugh them to scorn. All right, because you hated knowledge, all right, and you rejected the knowledge of the Most High. That's why He's going to reject a lot of people in these times to come. All right, and they're going to learn righteousness. They're going to learn what they did was wrong. All right, after what? Death after pain. Death by pain. Like it says, I'm not sure in Second Esdras. I think it's the 9th chapter. All right. But nonetheless, continuing. This is verse 4, Sirach 5 and 4. Say not, I have sinned, and one harm hath happened unto me. Exactly. Again, Ecclesiastes 8th chapter. All right. People just go on and commit adultery and, commit every manner of wickedness under the sun and their prosperity. All right. Because you got to remember, like it says in Job, I'm not mistaken, it's Job 27th chapter. All right. If the wicked be multiplied, is for the sword. All right. This is the heritage of a wicked man. All right. This is the lot of a wicked man. All right. They build themselves up and the Most High throws down. Okay. And that's getting ready to happen to a lot of people, whether big, great or small, free or bond. Okay. It don't matter who you are. The Most High has no respect to persons as far as judgment. So your status in this world has nothing to do, with, or going to pertain to your salvation. All right. It don't matter if you're Michael Jordan, LeBron James, all right, Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay. All these, you're all going to have to face judgment. Okay. You're going to have to face your demons that you have always put off and you always been in league with. All right. And not to realize that they work for the Most High also. And you see how, in this picture, these damn demons look like they're laughing at this dude. All right. That's planting the wickedness. Okay. All right. Because you're a fool. Because you really thought you're going to continue on in your wickedness. You really thought because, scriptures say, fall on the multitude to do wicked. All right, because the whole world, is the majority of the world, okay, is in their wickedness. You say, damn, let me just join them, because you think that's the winning team, but you don't know the latter end. Okay, and this stuff is so simple. Okay, the Most High has it down to a science. All right, but it's so simple. All right, but it's beautiful because, the scriptures say the Most High have not revealed these things to the wise and prudent, but he revealed them unto babes. Okay? What you reap is what you sow. That's so elementary. Okay? But, that's why the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. All right, because knowing trigonometry and Pythagorean theorem and, all this manner of science so-called or the worldly wisdom is not going to get you nowhere as far as salvation. Because that's where we're going into the works in vain. All right, because even as scriptures say, riches profit not in the day of wrath. It don't matter if you're a millionaire, billionaire. All right, how you can't buy salvation. You can't buy grace from the Most High. All right, But continuing to finishing up. Well, I'll just read again. Sirach chapter 5 verse 4. Say not, I have sinned, and one harm hath happened unto me. For the Lord is long suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. All right, the Most High will not at all quit the wicked. All right, everybody's on trial. Everybody's date is just different. Okay, people getting judged left and right every single day. Okay, but it's gonna be on a grand scale in these times to come. All right, because the Most High is getting ready to be exalted, whether you like it or not. His name shall be known, and you will know his name. All right. And you're gonna be in your folly or whatever, but the time's coming in tribulation, and then before you know it, you're gonna be in the heavens, playing your harp, okay, and praising the Most High, because every tongue shall confess and every knee shall bow, okay, whether you bow willingly or you're gonna bow down to the sword, okay. This is the times we're in, all right. But it says the Most High is long suffering, all right, because the Most High is the Almighty. He is the Ancient of Days. He has nothing but time. Time is not on our side. Why? Because we're mortals. The Most High is everlasting. Okay? So you can run and as fast as you can, but you can't hide from the Most High. Okay? But continuing, this is Sirach 5 and verse 5. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin onto sin. All right, adding on that tab that you can't pay for, because you're not gonna make it. Okay, you got a bill that you can't pay for. Ain't no washing dishes. No, Either you pay up or you die. All right, because that's what's getting ready to happen. All right, and there's a balance. All right, but it says not adding sin upon sin. All right, that goes into repenting. And feeling sorry. All right, because again, we all go off. Everybody, and even in this truth, we go off. We can't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments perfectly. We do keep it to the best of our ability, but we're in captivity. We're in hell. All right, so the Most High is reasonable. But as far as the people in the world, they have no idea that they have like this picture, man. A long line of things they have to pay up for. All right, and they're gonna be perplexed. But there's gonna be no excuses. All right. But continues verse 6, and say not his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. Meaning he'll be shut up, or he'll be quiet, like when you put a bib on a baby. Okay, thinking that the Most High is just gonna forget, the things that you have done in the dark, and again taking the Most High's kindness for weakness. All right, but continuing, for mercy and wrath come from him. Exactly, mercy and wrath come from YAHAWASHI. All right, but continuing, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. All right, his righteous anger rests upon sinners. Okay, because that's who the Most High. Well, again, it's a balance. The Most High is getting ready to cut off the wicked. All right, the people who he's mad at, and he's getting ready to save the people who he's well pleased at. Okay, but it says right here, his indignation resteth upon sinners. All right, we don't want to be a part of his indignation. We made the Most High mad enough. That's why we bear the indignation of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. And that's us right now, bearing our cross. All right, going through this fire of affliction. All right, so we can basically earn back, all right, the Most High's trust. All right, so we can be accepted of him. Okay, tried and refined as gold, so we can shine in the day of our visitation. Okay, which is Judgment Day. Okay, we want to get beamed up. We don't want to get beamed by a laser. All right, and burnt to a crisp. All right, but continues verse 7. Make no tarry to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. Okay, because that's what the time we're heading into, the day of vengeance. Okay, people don't really understand, and they don't understand, and they won't until it's too late. But it's just biblical prophecy that they wouldn't get it, because the Most has to have vessels of dishonor. All right, that vessels for destruction, because that's just how the Most operates. He does what he wants to. Okay, but nonetheless, it says make no tarry. So you hear, you hear and see men on the highways and byways. You see them on the internet, on YouTube. You make no tarry, because this is not going to be forever. It's not going to always be this way. All right, because we're heading into a time where the word's going to be taken away. All right, that famine of the word. Okay, and then what are you going to do, when you don't have enough oil? That's why I've seen a few brothers, going in on trimming your lamps. Okay, because we're heading into a time. We're heading into a time where this truth, is going to be taken away. All right, and if you're not prepared, all right, if you're not built up, all right, in the spirit, you're not gonna make it. All right. It's as simple as that. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation. Okay. All right, but nonetheless, that's pretty much it on that precept. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. Because, hey, that's what this world pushes out, and advertises, is prosperity. Live your best life. Put your cares aside. Basically, just keep on going. Let them demons keep rising up on you. All right, and you don't have nothing to worry about. That's basically what this world gives you. Especially Babylon the Great, so-called America. That's all it pushes. is all it pushes is prosperity. Okay, you can act all like nothing's going on. You can buy, so to say, your happiness. You can buy a new car, whatever. That's not true, because you're still miserable. But nonetheless, you think if you're consumed in security, you're safe, because you're not safe. All right, just because you're backed up. That says woe to them that trusteth in Egypt. Okay, but I'm not gonna ramble on. As far as this precept. But nonetheless, this is just the point. Okay, what you reap is what you sow is what you shall reap. Okay, so this is moving on to Sirach chapter, and it's beautiful. I mean, all my precepts are in Sirach, right? Because this is wisdom, right? King Solomon, right? But this is Sirach verse 12, and I'm gonna read as quick precepts. Sirach chapter 12 and verse 3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil. You're supposed to be occupied in prophecy. All right, so you can, because that's the spirit of the Most High, YAHAWASHI. All right, being at one with the will of the Most High, right? And then good shall come unto you. But if you're always occupied in evil, and the opposite, all right, there's no, what good shall come unto you? All right, no good shall come to you that's always occupied in evil. Okay, so if you're, always partying and bullshitting, you're gonna die at a party bullshitting. If you're always chasing women, all right, you're gonna die chasing women. Okay, you're supposed to be chasing the spirit. You're supposed to be chasing after the favor of YAHAWASHI. Okay, because he is the judge. You're supposed to fear him, not man. Okay, because that's what people don't understand. They're just extremely carnal. They can only believe and act about it and perceive the things that are right in front of them, but not knowing, the majority of things of this world are not seen. Okay, and again, it all goes back to wisdom. Okay, but I'm gonna read it again. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 3. There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil. Again, this is just plain and simple to the point. Okay, but continuing, nor to him that giveth no alms. And alms is basically charity. Okay, whatever the case it may be, being charitable. All right, because, well, I'll just get it. All right, this is 1 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understanding all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have no charity, I am nothing. Okay, so if you're not, helping out the brotherhood, in any type of shape, form, or fashion, or anything like that, it's in the same precept. Okay, it says, there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. So if you're not being charitable, how can any good come unto you? Okay. All right, and that's deep. That's heavy. Okay. Whatever you can do to help the brotherhood. Giving food for brothers, or taking them to camp, or making signs, or whatever the case may be. Giving tithes, all right, which is heavy, part of this ministry. Helping brothers out, push the word. Okay, it's not always about you. Okay, that's basically what the point is. It's not always about you. All right, because the Most High can take all the things away from you, like the gift of prophecy. All the faith you have. The Most High can take that away from you. Okay, so you're supposed to give. It's been freely given unto you. So you're supposed to freely give also. All right, and again, that should be common sense too. All right, but sometimes, we forget about this stuff. Because we're not perfect yet. But nonetheless, I'm gonna move on to this last group of pieces. Last pieces I have here. This is Sirach chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at verse 12. As is As his mercy is great, so is his correction also. Okay. And I think Thanos said something about that, about the earth being unchecked. All right. Thanos came to bring correction. Okay. Because everything will run wild. All right. If it wasn't someone that gave correction. Okay. One that gives correction is YAHAWASHI. All right. He is the ultimate judge. Okay. As his mercy, read again, Sirach chapter 16, verse 12. As his mercy is great, so is his correction also. He judgeth the man according to his works. Okay, again, that's why, and it's going to come on a grand scale when Yahawashi returns. That's why he says, behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, and I'm going to give every man according to his ways. Okay? But, continuing, this is verse 13. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. And frustrate basically means to be upset. All right, your patience is not going to be forgotten. All right, the things that you have done and, the suffering for righteousness' sake on this side, all right, it's not going to be forgotten. All right, the Most High said, he's not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. All right, what is love? Keeping the commandments of YAHAWASHI. Okay. But the sinner shall not escape with his spoils. All right, and that's chiefly talking about Esau, Edom. Okay, and whoever else falls upon his ways. All right, the way of the heathens. All right, that's why 2/3 is counting as heathens, because they follow after the ways of the heathens. Okay. But you shall not escape with the spoils. All right, you spoiled the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, again, Galatians 6:7, be not deceived, for the Most High is not mocked. Okay, the Most High is not mocked. All right, saying, who sees me, who shall control me. All right, the Most High will be pacified. Basically, you can't get me, you can't get me. Nan and a boo-boo type stuff. All right, Most High is not mocked. All right, for what? Galatians 6:7, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. At that he shall also reap. Okay. But I'm continuing this Sirach chapter 16, and one more close out here is verse 14. Make way for every work of mercy. So make way for work of mercy. All right, how are you going to receive mercy? All right, first and foremost, you have to be part of the elect. All right, doing the things that the elect would do, inquiring how the godly shall be saved, following the righteous examples of the scriptures, so you can find favor and grace in the Most High. All right, make way. All right, so put away all that bull crap and stuff of the world, and do the things that please the Most High. Okay, and you shall find favor in the Most High, because that's what you want to do. You want to find favor with your Maker. Okay, because he, again, mercy and wrath comes from him. Okay, so you go to him, and every day, you pray, and mostly just by your actions. Okay, because again, what is the point of this lesson? You what you sow is what you reap. What you plant is what you shall reap. Okay, so beg the Most High for mercy. Because we're not saved. That these so-called Christians, they're tripping, okay, because they don't understand the times that we're in. We read about this stuff, we hear about this stuff, we know what's coming, but we don't really understand how bad it's gonna get. That's why we need faith. Okay, the things that are not seen, because when the things that are not seen manifest, all right, what is that power that's gonna equalize everything? It's the faith. Okay, but I'm finishing up this precept. Okay. Well, I already read it. That's pretty much the point of the lesson. Okay, do good so you shall receive good. Okay, again, it's like elementary stuff, but we're babes. Okay, that's why we have to humble ourselves. Okay, that's a precept also. Humble yourself, before the Lord, or something to that extent. Humble thyself, and I think it's in Sirach, but I don't know where it's at right now. But correct me if I'm wrong, but humble thyself in judgment. Basically, before judgment you shall find mercy. Or that's pretty much I don't want to butcher it, but that's the gist of the lesson, man. Do the things that please the Most High, so you can get up out here, right? It's all, again, it's about predestination, but it's about making your call and election sure. Make sure you're part of the elect. That's why we say you're part of the hopeful elect. Okay, it's looking good, as far as if you continue, if you can endure. Okay, but it's gonna be official when you get beamed up. Okay, but hey, nonetheless, Lord's word is edifying, and as always, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole elect of Israel. Shalom.